Hello, happy Monday. This is, no, I did a live on Friday. I want to say this is my second live in a new decade of life. So thank you for sharing this with me. And I can't wait for the topic we're going to dive into today. But I'm going to give everyone a second to jump on. Now, here's the thing. I've been loving these lives lately. I've been loving them. I'm doing them almost daily, Monday through Friday. And the reason I love them is because it's me. I get to just teach and share value, and that's what I love to do. You know, the algorithm loves the reels and the carousels that are saved, and that can feel good for the ego, of course. But truly, my soul and who I be is these lives, trainings, and teachings. So if you like them, let me know. Drop a little heart or a comment. Let me know what topics you want, because I'm committed to doing like 4 or 5 a week. I'm a teacher and a coach at heart. I have been a teacher and a coach for 16 years. I was in an actual high school classroom for 10 years. And now I'm in the online classroom of Instagram and of Zoom and all of that. So today, what are we talking about? Sales scripts are BS. Why I believe sales scripts are BS. Who here thinks sales scripts are BS? I do. Now I've built 6 and 7 figure businesses for myself and for my clients without ever using a sales script, ever. I actually got trained and coached on using a sales script. Now, I keep these lives to about 10 to 12 minutes so that you can get a lot of value quickly. I also know it takes a few minutes for people to jump on. So I would love, if you have any thoughts or questions on sales scripts, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'll keep an eye on it. Now, why do I think that they're BS? I've also never used a pitch deck. Have you ever heard of a pitch deck? It's like when you get on a Zoom with someone and then you take them through like a pitch deck. At an event, maybe I have so people can see a visual. But if I'm talking one person to one person, human to human, I am focused on human to human. And this is why I don't believe in sales scripts. We lose the humanness in it. I've worked with so many clients, like, look, I hated sales. I hated it for a long time. I would be on sales calls and I'd be like, I'll grab my pen, my phone. I'd be like, okay, yeah, I think this is the perfect fit for you. Oh, and the investment is da-da-da-da, okay, bye. Right? And I would be so uncomfortable around it. And so the first thing I had to do in order to stand for people's transformation, now remember, if you're a coach or a consultant, you are standing for somebody to source transformation. And that's primarily what I do and who I work with. So you got to focus on the human. A sales script takes the human out of it. That's why I personally don't use AI. I know it's taking over the world and all this stuff, but I personally don't, because I think we lose the human in it. My words are very authentic to me. When I'm meeting with somebody, if I'm following a sales script that doesn't work. Now, here's what most sales scripts will be. And I had them. I had a coach who literally sent me a sales script. And it was literally, hey, Angela. I just see Angela jumped on here. Hey, Angela, like, how are you? Here's how the call is going to go today. Here's what we're going to do. Oh, weather's great. Isn't the weather great? Okay. Tell me blank. And then it would go into, so I'm hearing blank. And then it would go into, here's what I can do for you. And then it would go into a pitch deck. And then the pitch deck would have the same offer at the end of it. Now, why I don't think that this works is because you're losing the human in it too. When I get on a call with someone, I'm deciding if I can actually help them. Like, if I'm not focused on if I can actually help them and I'm too focused on a sales script, if I am too focused on a sales script and not the human on the other side of the computer or the conversation, I'm not standing in authenticity and integrity. And I believe authenticity and integrity always win. You can't lose if you are consistently coming from a place of authenticity and integrity. Ash, it's so good to see you. So here's what I would recommend. 1, this is the script that I would follow. See the human and the greatness in the person. Connect with them. Ask them how they are, how they're feeling. You nervous to be on this call right now? I know, change is a little bit scary. Don't worry, here's how it's gonna work. And at the end, I'm gonna be honest if I can help you or not. If I can, I'm gonna let you know the different ways that you can work with me. And together, we're gonna come up with a solution that is gonna help you get to where you wanna go. So first, tell me about where you are. And ask questions, take notes. I tell them I'm taking notes on this because if we do work together, I'm gonna come back to these notes to see and make sure that we are in alignment with where we started. So take notes on your sales calls, your enrollment calls, whatever you want to call them, your discovery calls, your application calls. There's a million names for them nowadays, right? I don't even call it sales. It's transformation. It's an energetic exchange. Anyone who invests in me, I am invested in them. That is the truth. I limit my one-on-one spots and I limit my group even because there's only so much I can do. What's up, Scott? So I don't believe in sales scripts. So first, you got to see the human. You got to let them know how it's going. Ask them what's coming up for them. Are they excited? Are they fired up? Are they pumped up? All right, cool. Let's ground in and make sure we're super clear on where we're going and what we're doing. So if they're super excited, you're going to ground them. If they're super nervous, you're going to pull them up, right? If they're neutral, great. You just dive in. Remember that when people get on these calls, their nervous system, their anxiety is going a little bit. So they're going to actually have a harder time processing your words. So you want to be like double grounded. You want to be double grounded for yourself and for the person on the other side of this call. Again, this isn't anything that you're going to see in a script. I hate the scripts that are like coming at you like those old like used car salesman, whatever it's called, like stereotypes is the word I'm looking for. Then I'm going to ask them, what's going on? I'm going to ask questions. How long have you been navigating this? I'm going to ask them, what have you tried so far? How is this impacting you? How is this affecting you? I'm going to understand what is happening to that human. I'm not reading a script. And then I'm going to think for a moment. One, can I serve them? If I can, okay, I really believe based on what you said that my services would support you. Would you like to learn about how they go? Get permission. Get permission. Now you probably already have permission if you're on this call, but still, is it okay if I, let you know the different ways in which we could partner together? What's up, Lily? Partnering together is super powerful because truly you're reminding them that it's a partnership. Now, again, I'm speaking specifically to coaches and consultants. I'm not talking about if you're selling a car, right? Or if you're selling a computer or you're selling a phone or whatever it is. It's going to be different. But now you're going to talk to them about the different ways they can work with you. Now, sometimes I've gotten on a call with somebody where I'm like, whoa, I thought you were going to be a fit for this, but here's what I actually really think you're a fit for. But let's talk through them all and see. Now, if you have your offers dialed in, you have different tiers, which means different depths in which they can work with you, right? For me, it's one-on-one, it's group, and then there's hybrid of group plus one-on-one. There's hybrid of one-on-one plus virtual assistant support if someone needs outsourcing. So I've got kind of like a ecosystem, right? In the ways in which people can work with me. And so I'll say, based on what I heard, here's what I think. Here's how it works. What's coming up for you? This person is having a human experience. Ask them. Ask them what's coming up for them. Ellen, did you have a question that you wanted to, I didn't get you, I can't tell, that you wanted to drop in the comments? You're welcome to. I just see a request to be in the live. If you want to be in it, just comment what you want to chat about. We could probably figure it out. I could bring you on. But ask them what's coming up for them. Because here is the truth. When you stand in the fire with that human who's uncomfortable because they're probably investing in a way they're nervous to do, they're probably about to make change for something that they've been stuck on and afraid. What are they afraid of? What if this doesn't work? Then what do I have? How many of you can relate to that? What if this doesn't work? If this doesn't work, now what's the reason why my business isn't growing? My health isn't shifting. My relationships aren't improving. That's going to come up for people. Another one is going to be they want a guarantee. People will ask me, do you have a guarantee? Guaranteed process. I can't guarantee result. I don't know how you're going to show up. Results show for my clients. It works. Ask them what is coming up. Okay? And then feel into it. This is where you get to be more in your kind of, feminine feeling, intuition, whatever it may be. And you get to go from there. Here's what I'm experiencing. I feel like a closed energy. Have you ever invested before? Is it nervous for you? You notice that I'm not reading off of a script. Well, I think that you should take fast action now in order to save money. No. Because what's coming up for, I'm just going to use people I saw in here. What's coming up for Ashley is going to be different than what comes up for Lily, which is going to be different than what comes up for Scott. If I'm not in tune with what's coming up for that person and I'm too committed to a script, how am I actually in it with this human? How am I seeing the greatness of this human? Now, I'll always be honest. I won't be like, okay, bye. Right? I'll be like, well, based on what you said before, this hasn't worked, this hasn't worked, this hasn't worked. I understand your fear, but what's going to shift? Do you align with my energy? If you don't align with my energy, it's probably not a fit. That's a different conversation. But if what's coming up is that you're afraid, or you've been burned before, or you're afraid of what your significant other is going to think, or you want to control and know, well, where else are you giving your power away to other people's opinions? Where else are you in a control energy? Where else are you closing off opportunities because one didn't work out? So do you see how it's through curiosity and seeing the greatness in this human that I'm able to be in it with them? All right, so does anyone have any questions? You can drop them in the comments on how you would navigate this. I see a request to come in the live. I would just need a comment to know what you want to come in for before I bring someone in. I don't mind, but just drop in the comments what you want to jam on. I've got about 5 more minutes if needed. But if anyone has any questions, I just want to remind you, when we follow scripts, we make it weird. And I always tell my clients, don't make it weird. Right? I got a weird DM, hey Melissa, from someone I've never had a conversation with. Happy birthday. What are you most proud of in this last year? In any ways my services can support you, or something like that. And I was like, just start with happy birthday. Would you walk up to someone at a coffee shop and say, hey, happy birthday, if you know it's their birthday, but you don't know them? Any way my services can support you? No. If you did, I probably would be like, what? Don't make it weird. So you want to say happy birthday, happy birthday. If someone writes back, get in a conversation. Get in conversations with people. See them as the human that they are. If you're sending DMs as part of what you do, be a human in it. Just be a human in it. This is why I don't believe in scripts. I'm going to close it out here. I hope this has supported you. Scripts take the humanness out of it. Transformation is a human-to-human connection. When someone invests in me, I'm invested in them. When I get on a call, I'm not following a script. I'm listening. I follow structure, of course. Tell me what's going on. I ask questions. I learn more. When I feel like I have enough information to tell them if I can or can't help them, I tell them if I can or can't help them. If I can't help them, I give them recommendations and referrals into where I think they can get the support they're looking for. And if I can help them, I tell them the different ways in which we can work together. Then, most importantly, when they're nervous or squirmy or whatever it is, I talk about what's coming up in the human experience. And then lastly, we set a decision timeline. Okay, do you feel ready to take action now? You want to do this? We can get you enrolled. Let's do it. Or you want 48 hours? Do you want 72 hours? I need to know by this time because that's when I'll be accepting more clients. And we set a deadline and we follow up in integrity with that. All the stuff that's going to be coming up for you, imposter syndrome, being too much, afraid to charge, any of that will show in the sales process. I highly recommend you watch this training if you haven't seen it from the beginning, because it will truly, this is a way that I have helped over 1,000 clients to build their businesses. Because if we make sales weird and we take the human out of it, it's going to be weird. Okay? And if it's weird, it's not going to be effective because no one likes to take action in a weird energy. Now, if we follow a structure, not a script, structure, not a script, we can create massive results. So thank you for tuning in. I've been loving these lives. I'm doing them about 4 or 5 times a week for about 10, 12 minutes. If there was a topic that you would love for me to jam on, comment it, DM me. I'm a teacher at heart, right? I don't care if the algorithm doesn't favor lives. I don't care if only 100 people see it. I really don't. I don't care if only 10 people see it. I'm committed to sharing value. So thank you for being a part of this journey. And I will see you all mañana. Bye.